So Claire, what is presentism?
So presentism is being at work when you're either unwell or you're there just to be seen because you don't really need to be there. Now, presentism used to be something called a jacket on the back of chairs or doors. So it was when staff were at work, when they didn't need to be, proving they hadn't gone home, proving they were putting a shift in and working really hard. However, the pandemic changed all of that, and now presentism is being online any time that is needed. So being responsive, being on your emails, etc. So there are some real problems with this because people are working when they're unwell, they've got other pressures on them, and they ultimately should be looking after their own work-life balance at that point. So CIPD found that just under half of employees had worked when they were physically or mentally too unwell to work, but they felt they had to, and they were working from home.
I think that's really interesting, Claire. And as we all know previously, pre-pandemic, if you didn't feel very well, you'd phone in sick and hopefully somebody would cover your work for the day until you were back in a day or two later. The issue now is that if you've got your phone at home, you've got your laptop at home, drawing that line as to whether you're too ill to go in or not is really, really difficult. And without the commute, we're finding that lots of staff are just working even though they actually may not feel well enough. And you might wonder, well, why is that such a bad thing if your staff are working? But actually, presentism can be really costly for businesses, and there's some interesting statistics on this. So Deloitte have found that the annual cost of that is around 26 billion. And really that's looking at the cost of staff maybe making mistakes because they're not performing at the right ability there, potentially how they interact with other customers or clients because they're not feeling as well as they should. So it can be a really costly thing for businesses and definitely something to be keeping an eye on.